What's up, everyone, and welcome back to this channel. My name is Geshure Rungu, and today I just want to discuss on the current or the most recent news that is coming from out of the banking sector in Kenya. And this is with regard to the charging of the commercial banks fees by the central bank, that is the license fees. And the central bank is considering changing this, the methodology they have been used to levy the license fees for the various commercial banks in Kenya. For the last 33 years, there has not been any review or change in the way the license fees, the banking license fees has been paid by the banks. CBK has not changed that for the last 33 years. And of course, with the changes that have happened in the banking sector, banking moving from being, analog to digital, a lot of people moving from doing their banking physically to doing it on mobile, to doing it digitally, internet banking and all that. So CBK thought it wise to change their model of the methodology of charging the fees, the license fees for the banks, or to the banks. Currently, they are using what we call the branch-based methodology, where they count the number of branches a bank has and then charge fees according to where they are located, the most municipalities, the counties and all that. And they are moving to something more advanced. Of course, after a lot of research that has been done, they are moving to something we call the gross annual revenue based methodology of charging the fees. And so they'll give like a certain percentage. In this case, they are proposing that they do 1% of the annual gross revenue that a bank makes, and then charge the 1% as the license fees. So what are the advantages of using GAR, what we call the gross annual revenue, as a methodology used by central bank to charge the license fees? Number one, it's simple. So you just check what you call the books of account, audited books of account from a bank, and then just charge 1% on that. Simple. Then it is, of course, the ease of administration, fairness, and the broad application. So it can be applied across all the board. And of course, the cons or their disadvantages they are citing here is lack of precision, because it doesn't have the ability to accurately reflect a bank's ability to pay. So that is part of the cons, but mostly it's more advantageous than using the branch-based this. Now, so what is going to happen is that now the fees will be levied against the amount of money a bank makes in a year. So gross annual revenue, that's the gross profit before tax. And then they'll charge the fees of that. So 1% of that. So if these proposals are agreed upon by the parliament, and of course, right now there is what we call the public participation phase, where they expect you to give feedback by the 31st of March on the same. So you go to CBK website and read the whole paper and then give feedback if it is good or bad or how it can be improved and all that. Then this is what is going to happen. Now the banks will have to pay a little bit more. So the banks that are performing better, they will pay more fees. The banks that are performing dismally, they will pay less fees. Fairness, I think it's a bit fair. So I agree with them. And I think it is important for us to give feedback and according to what they are asking here, it's important for us to give feedback and just let them know it seems a bit fair. If the bank is making billions, then let them pay a bit more fees. If the bank is making way less than that, let them pay less fees. It should not be, like a one-off or something like it doesn't consider how the bank is performing. That way they will make more money as CBK, but also the commercial banks will work even harder to make more money to take care of that 1%. And that is the new update in the banking sector. Of course, what does that mean? It may mean increase in fees. But the Act also states that the banks should not increase their fees because of this new proposed methodology of the license fees being changed. We will look at how that goes within the next few months, If the proposal goes through, then this will be the new methodology that will be used by CBK to charge the annual license fees to the commercial banks. Adios. See you later.